came back. Yay! Welcome to day 2 of your 5-day jumpstart. Today we're going to get you into another little flow, just sort of working your body in all directions, getting you to feel good and focused and energized. All right, so you ready to begin? We're going to start seated again, so just grab your mat and come join me crisscross applesauce. And if you're not comfortable in this position, you know you can always elevate yourself on a cushion, on a towel, something that gets your hips a little bit higher than your knees. It's just going to help alleviate that rotation, okay? So getting right on top of those sitting bones, lifting yourself nice and tall, close your eyes for a second and just find your posture. I'm going to try to do this almost every day, where you can just find the neutral alignment of your spine. The more you can become aware of it, the more you can do it during your day. And then lo and behold, one day you're like, wow, my posture is awesome. So just holding here, keeping the pelvis nice and heavy, and just sort of lifting your body one bone at a time all the way up to the ceiling. Good. And then just release that and give me some shoulder circles without moving the spine. Just stay long. Shoulder circle. And then circle them forward. Good. And just give me some side bends here. Just sort of lifting tall. Good. Come here and just bring one leg in, one leg out. And we're just going to sort of reach for that leg. And then come back up. 2 more times. Just stretch and reach. Pelvis stays down. And 1 more time. And just go ahead, switch sides. Turn to that leg and just pelvis stays down. Just feeling the stretch through the hamstring, through your spine and back. 1 more time. And up. Good. Let's go down on our back. Lie it down. Okay, so yesterday we did some chest lifts. From here, let's take it right away to tabletop. Squeeze your thighs together, and then I want you to come up into that chest lift that we did before, okay? So without tucking the pelvis, just lift your chest forward. We're going to hold our arms long with our chest wide. I want you to inhale, reach those legs out. Exhale, pull them back in. And stretch. And you want to try to keep your torso perfectly still. What I see often is when we stretch, we lower, and then we come up. So really try to stay up. You can also do this with the head down. You can also lift the legs high. Okay? Inhale, exhale 3 more times, and squeeze and stretch. 3, 2. Hold it there on 1. Hold, 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 hold. Bend it in and relax. Take your feet down, roll it up into a bridge position, and then roll it back down. Again, roll it up and down. 1 more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Turn it to your stomach. Take your forehead on your hands, just like we did before. I want you to get your legs long, pelvis down, and just inhale the upper body up. Exhale down. Now really try to plant those feet, reach them long. Inhale up. You may not get a big range of motion, and that's totally fine. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. 2. 1. Good. Now bend your legs. Get the heels together. Flex your feet. From here, just squeeze the heels. Squeeze the seat. You're not lifting the knees at all, okay? You're just squeezing everything together like an isometric hold. As you squeeze your heels, you're going to feel your seat squeeze a little bit, and then release. Exhale, squeeze. Draw that belly in, get longer in the spine. So keep going with your squeezes. This is really easy to just hang out in that upper body, and I don't want that. I want you to keep your abs engaged and have this sensation as the pelvis stays down, your tailbone reaches to the back wall behind you. The crown of your head reaches in the opposite direction. So can you find that length when you give that squeeze? 1 more time. Now we're going to lift both the chest and the knees. So you're going to squeeze the heels. We're going to lift up on an inhale. Exhale down. Squeeze the heels, find that connection. Inhale up, exhale down. And if you don't want to lift both, you don't have to. Just do one or the other like we did before. 2 more times. Squeeze and lift, and lower. 1 more. And release. Send it back, give it a little stretch. Roll it up and turn it around. Half roll backs, feet down, legs bent. Stretch your arms long. We're going to inhale, curl our pelvis back. Keep your heels down, and then exhale, dive forward. So as you do this, you're trying to push your tailbone forward without tensing up the shoulders. Try 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now, roll it up, squeeze your thighs together, and let's roll all the way down. Reach your arms behind you. Come up with your chest lift. Grab those thighs and straighten your legs and reach. Then we bend our legs and we roll it back down, 1 bone at a time. Stretch it back. Scoop and roll it up. Stretch your legs long and flex. Now, if you don't want to do the knee bending part and you want to keep your legs straight, you can do that as well. Squeeze the thighs together and stretch your body long and roll and reach. Don't worry about my pace. Do at a pace that works for you. About 2 more. Pelvis doesn't move. It just goes to vertical, and then it starts to roll down and goes into horizontal. Take your arms down by your sides, bend your legs, and reach your right leg up to the ceiling. Give it a little stretch, but plant your pelvis. So I don't want you to lift up and let everything lift. Plant it, okay? Keep it down. Good. And then just hold here and really anchor that hip. If you feel flexible, you can stretch your bottom leg long. We're going to pull our thigh towards our nose, cross it over to your opposite shoulder, and then circle it around, okay? Give me 5 circles like that. 5, 4, and you're trying not to move anything in the body. Keep your torso super still. And then circle the other way. 5, 4. Keep that belly engaged. Shoulders down. And hug it in. Good. All right, other side. Plant the pelvis. Feel that stretch. Keep your spine long and anchored. All right, you can stretch that bottom leg if you're okay with it. Pull up to the nose, over to the opposite shoulder, and around. Okay, 5 of them. 5. Inhale, exhale. Use that exhale to help pull that leg back into you using your belly. When you've done your 5, other way. Hug it in, hug both in, roll it up. All right, legs go straight in front of you. Reach your arms out to the sides and grab your shoulders. Flex your feet. As you plant your pelvis, try to get taller. Rotate to the right and come to center. Super tall. One more each side. Good. Come to center. Reach those arms forward. Now roll it back down onto your mat. You might have to readjust so you're on your mat. Bend your knees into tabletop and then just flex your chest up. And we're going to reach 1 leg long and 1 leg in. Single leg stretch. Switch. 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3. Inhale, exhale. 1. Bend both knees in. Take your hands behind your head. Flex your chest up a little higher. Now let's cross shoulder over to hip. Just like we did yesterday with the feet down. Now we have a leg extending. For 8. Try not to reach with the elbow, reach with the shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Hug it in. Take your feet down, roll up into bridge again, take a little breather, and then articulate it down through the spine. Okay, so do that 2 more times. For 2, One more. Keep those knees shooting forward, heart heavy. Good. All right, so from here, let's do a little double leg stretch. So bring your knees up to tabletop, squeeze them together, and then just go ahead and flex your chest up. Your chest is going to stay where it is, okay? We're just going to reach the limbs upward towards the ceiling a little bit, wrap it around, and bend it back in without moving the torso. Inhale. Exhale. How stable can you keep that torso? Anchor that belly for 2 more. Squeeze your thighs together. 1 more. Hug it in. Good. All right, so from here, stretch your legs straight up to the ceiling. Okay, anchor that pelvis. And we're gonna lift our body up and walk up our right leg as much as we can. Keep our shoulders down. And then just go ahead and extend that bottom leg. We're gonna pulse our legs twice. 1, 2, and switch. 1, 2. Let's go 8, 7. Again, your upper body stays super stable. Notice that theme. 4, 3, 2, 1. Send both legs up and hug it on in. Good. Keep your hands down here. Stretch your legs up to the ceiling. And then all I want you to do is take your legs over to the right, let your hips lift, bring them back to center. Take them the other way. Let your hips lift. Come back to center. Your shoulders stay where they are. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. For 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Go ahead, come to center and hug it in. Roll yourself up to a seated position. All right, let's turn it to the side. You're going to cradle your head in your hands. You're going to bend your bottom leg and take your legs to the front corner of your mat, okay? So you're trying to get your spine super long from out of the crown of the head, out of the tailbone. We're just going to kick this leg forward and back without moving the torso. So really feel what that feels like. We don't want rocking and rolling. Keep that leg, the range of motion that works for you to stay stable. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. Good. Then take it center. Turn your thigh out. Pull that leg as high up towards the sky. Pulse it twice. 1, 2. Then flex your foot and reach it down. All right. While you're doing this, you're still staying long in the spine. And you're really trying to turn that leg in the hip. Turn it out as you pull it up. Stay long in your spine for 3, 2. Good. 1 more. And then give me little circles here. Point that foot into a circle, 5 in each direction. Stay long. I have a tendency to want to look at my foot. Stay forward. That will help your neck alignment. Circle the other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Switch sides. Your front arm also helps stabilize you. So use that to help stabilize that top shoulder. Bring your legs to the front corner of your mat. Bend your bottom leg. Really get long in the spine here. Okay? And then forward and back. Ooh, that sun's right in my eyes. All right, so try to keep your torso as still as possible. Reach through the tail, reach out of the crown of your head. Inhale, exhale. Your range of motion will be determined by how stable you can keep your torso. 2 more. Good. Keep reaching to the front corner of your mat. Turn it out. Kick it all the way up. Keep that turn out. 1, 2. Flex down. So at that second pulse, try to turn out a little bit more. And then stay long in your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Stabilize that top shoulder. 2 more. 1. Good. Now give me little circles. Keep hip height. 3, 2, 1. Circle the other way. 3, 2, 1, and lower it on down. Good. Come on up. I don't know if you're going to be able to see my head. That's okay. I'm going to do little side bends. I'm going to come back in the camera. But reach one leg out and kind of push your tailbone down towards the floor to keep your hips square. We're going to take our opposite arm and send it down towards the floor in line with your knee. That's going to give you a good stretch here. So try not to let your hips sink back. Keep your hips so the hip bone is right over your knee. Feel that stretch. Lift the ribs, lift the hips, and then take your top arm and just rest it over your head as you let your head lower towards the floor and feel that deep side stretch. And then lower that hand and sit it back and stretch. Come on up, other side. Take it over. All right, now really get the hips over the knee. Lengthen the spine, and when you feel like you're there, take your hand down under the shoulder and in line with that knee and push that hip forward. Good. Feel you're in between like 2 panes of glass. And then stretch it over as you lift your waist. Drop your head. Feel that stretch on both sides of the body. Relax your shoulders. Good. And then just let that knee go and stretch. Woo! Yeehaw! Good job. Come back to your crisscross position. Nice and tall. I should preempt this too, is if any of these exercises don't feel right, please modify to what feels right for you since I'm not there with you. Really listen to your body. Let's scoop it back. Come on up. Oh, Nelly. Come to center. Look over one shoulder. Come back, over. Good, and come to center. Really good job today. Let's give a nice deep breath all together, you and I. Pull your palms together on an inhale. Exhale, take that energy right into your heart. Yes, you completed day 2, so you are on track. Really nice going. I will see you again tomorrow. Take care.